William James was an American pragmatist philosopher who wrote The Varieties of Religious Experience. This book is a fantastic examination of the ways in which religion affects people's lives, both for the better and for the worse. One of my favorite passages in this book about belief in a god is this one, also quoted in Daniel Dennett's book Breaking the Spell. So we have the strange phenomenon, as Kant assures us, of a mind believing with all its strength in the real presence of a set of things of no one of which it can form any notion whatsoever. Here James is referring to the fact that religious people often simultaneously profess a belief in a god and profess that this god is beyond the conceptual powers of human beings. How does this make any sense? How do you believe in something if you don't understand what it is you're believing in? Daniel Dennett says that people hand over what he calls doxastic labor to theologians and clergy. In other words, even though religious people don't know what it means to say that a god exists, they believe that such an assertion has meaning and whatever it means is true. Rather than believing in a god, Dennett says, they believe in belief. He says, what we are doing in these instances is not really believing the proposition. For that, you'd have to understand the proposition. What we are doing is believing that whatever proposition is expressed is true. Many apologists like Cy ten Bruggencate will assert that there really are no atheists. They claim that everybody really believes in a god, and anyone who claims to be an atheist is just suppressing the truth and unrighteousness. They just deny that a god exists in order to get away with sinning. This of course makes no sense, because how would this allow us to get away with sin? That would be like thinking that you could get away with breaking the law by simply denying that police and prisons exist. Ironically, I think the reverse is true. Rather than everybody believing in a god, I think nobody believes in a god. Those who think they believe in a god really believe in a belief in a god. As Dennett says, it is entirely possible to be an atheist and believe in belief in God. When self-proclaimed theists think about their god, they don't really think about the abstruse, transcendent being beyond all comprehension that's described by apologists and theologians. They don't think about the being that is wholly other, as Matt Slick describes him. Rather, they think of the guy on the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel or a glowing white light or some such thing. They think of something thinkable and believe in that, even though that is not what the Bible describes. It's not what the theologians describe. How can you believe that you or anybody else believes in a god when you acknowledge that such a being is beyond all human comprehension?